Cosmic secrets revealed. Beyond time, beyond space, beyond imagination.
Imagine waking up tomorrow morning, scrolling through your phone, and seeing the headline, NASA confirms alien life. The world would stop. For a moment, all our daily problems, our conflicts, our differences would just melt away. Humanity would be living through the most extraordinary, history-altering event ever. What would that day actually look like? What would happen in the hours, days, and weeks that followed? In this video, we're going to explore exactly that. We'll dive into what might happen if NASA made this universe-shattering announcement tomorrow. What would it mean for you, for me, for all of us? Let's find out. The initial impact would be a global shockwave. News networks would interrupt every program. Social media would explode with 1 billion different reactions, from pure excitement to deep skepticism. Governments would go into overdrive. Picture the scene. A NASA press conference, broadcast live to every corner of the planet. Scientists would step up to a podium and reveal where this life was found. Maybe in the oceans of a distant moon like Europa, or as a strange signal from a star system light years away. They'd explain how they detected it and what it is. Is it microbial? Is it a complex organism? Or is it a sign of intelligence? World leaders would be calling emergency meetings, not to discuss borders or trade, but to discuss our place in the cosmos. Scientists, who have spent their entire lives searching for this, would suddenly become the most important people on Earth, flooding the airwaves with explanations and theories. For a brief, beautiful moment, humanity would unite, bound together by one single shared reality: we are not alone. For the scientific community, this wouldn't just be a discovery, it would be the dawn of a new era. It's the single most important finding in human history, validating decades of research and dreams. Overnight, space programs like NASA, ESA, and others would receive a flood of funding unlike anything we've ever seen. Budgets that were once debated for years would be approved in hours. New, ambitious missions would be designed and launched with unprecedented speed, their sole purpose to investigate the source of this life. Is it nearby? Can we get there? Can we study it up close? Communication technology would become a top global priority. We'd be racing to build better telescopes, faster probes, and more sophisticated ways to listen to the stars. This wouldn't just be a step forward, it would be a giant leap, potentially sparking a second, even more ambitious space age, fueled not by competition between nations, but by a shared human curiosity. Economically and politically, the world would be reshaped in an instant. Stock markets would react wildly. Industries related to space, aerospace, robotics, AI, telecommunications, would explode in value. Imagine companies like SpaceX, Blue Origin, and countless new startups racing to be part of this new cosmic chapter. The competition would be fierce, but so would the collaboration. For the first time, nations might form powerful global alliances with a shared goal that extends beyond Earth. Who gets to make first contact? Who represents humanity? These questions would dominate international politics. Treaties would be drafted, not about land or sea, but about space exploration and interplanetary protocol. For the first time in our history, humanity would have a common purpose, a shared objective that looks outward, to the stars, rather than inward at our own divisions. The entire global power structure could shift based on who leads this new frontier. Beyond science and politics, the discovery would shake the very foundations of our beliefs. How would the world's great religions react? For some, it might be seen as a beautiful confirmation of a divine, abundant creation, proving that life is a universal gift. For others, it could pose a profound challenge to long-held doctrines about humanity's special place in the universe. Philosophers, spiritual leaders, and thinkers would engage in a global conversation about the meaning of life itself. The question, "Are we alone?" would finally be answered, but it would be replaced by 1,000 new ones. What is our responsibility to this new life? What does it mean to be human in a crowded cosmos? We would be forced to look in the mirror and reevaluate our entire understanding of existence. We would face a new, profound, and humbling question. Have we never been alone at all? And then comes the biggest question of all, the one that would divide experts and the public alike. Should we try to make contact? The debate would be immediate and intense. On one side, you'd have the explorers, the dreamers, those who believe it is our destiny to reach out, to share knowledge, and to join a galactic community. They would argue that the potential rewards, unimaginable scientific advancement, a deeper understanding of the universe, and an end to our cosmic loneliness, are worth any risk. On the other side, you'd have the cautious voices, the pragmatists, warning of the potential dangers. Stephen Hawking famously cautioned against shouting into the cosmic jungle. We wouldn't know if whoever is out there is peaceful or hostile. Are they benevolent explorers or cosmic conquerors? The decision to send a message, to reveal our location and our nature, would be the most consequential choice humanity has ever faced. Do we knock on the door, or do we stay quiet and just listen? Ultimately, the discovery of extraterrestrial life would change everything. It would redefine our science, reshape our politics, transform our culture, and fundamentally alter how we see ourselves. Our tiny, fragile planet, which so often feels like the center of everything, would be revealed as just one inhabited world among potentially countless others. This could be the start of a new, enlightened era for humanity, one where we finally look past our petty conflicts and look up to the stars not with fear, but with shared wonder and hope. It would be a future where we are no longer just citizens of our countries, but citizens of the cosmos. So the final question isn't just, is anyone out there? But rather, are we ready for the moment we find out? Thank you so much for joining me on this journey through one of the biggest what-ifs imaginable. If you enjoyed this exploration, please hit that like button and consider subscribing for more deep dives into science and the future. What do you think would be the biggest change? Let me know in the comments below. See you next time.